Okay, guys, I am sad what happened to my video. What happened, and you guys are wondering, I am gonna do a voiceover. You guys are wondering why? It's because I messed up my recording really bad. Why? Because, I recorded my camera, but with my game audio with it. So, and I used my software to record my gameplay, also with the audio. And you guys are wondering, can't you just turn off the game audio from your recording software and just record your voice or your camera and the game audio there and just do the voice? I would, but the thing is, my voice was not loud enough and the game was really loud. So the game was it was overhearing me rather than hearing. It was louder than my own voice. So you guys, what are you guys seeing here is just me doing a gameplay. I'll do a little voiceover of it, but I'll try to keep it short as possible, but I will point out what happened to this episode, to the important part. I'm not gonna put in like some bull this and that. I won't, I promise that. I'll try to keep it short. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put what happened to this episode. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so when you start your mission, you, Mike and 11, they had a date. So you have to go to Hopper's cabin to go get 11, so you guys could get ready for your date. But Hopper lied that that Mike's grandma called you. So Mike and Hopper warned you to stay away from 11. So yeah, and your next mission was that you had to buy something for 11, like an apology gift. And then when you went to the mall, you're supposed to go to the mall, so you're supposed to buy something for 11. As you buy the gift and you went out of the mall, 11 spotted you and dumped it, Mike. Your next mission was to talk to Steve at Scoops Ahoy, and Dustin was telling Steve that they're gonna be heroes by this Russian from this Russian thing that they found. And Robin decided to help them because they need someone to translate Russian. The Russian communication. So after that, you need to get the translation for Russian to English, and you need to go to the library so you could do that. But there was one problem. The minister mayor banned all the Russian literature and locked them up. So the only way to get them, you have to go to like in a basement to get this Russian literature. When you finally receive the dictionary for the translation, before you bring it back to Scoops, you had to go visit Nancy, which is Mike's sister. She works in the intern at the newspaper Hawkins Post. When you're done talking to Nancy, she finally comes to you as a party member. Before anything happens, you have to serve her bosses coffee, 4 coffees. After that, Nancy answered 3 telephones. One of them had a new lead, so she needed a photographer, which is Jonathan. The new lead was located at this farm. As they went to the farm, they had to go and investigate what happened. When you collect enough evidence, you have to talk to the girl who owns the barn. As you talk to her, she tells you that there's a barn that you have to check out because there's rats in there. And then when you went inside the barn, you noticed the rat was turning something weird, so you had to get out of there. As you're trying to go talk to the old lady about what's happening in the barn, she was disappeared, so you went to investigate to figure out where she went. As when you went to the basement, you noticed something was weird. As you noticed, it was the old lady! She turned to something weird as the rats was turning into. And then you get your first boss fight. It's very easy to beat her though. All you have to do is turn on 2 light switches, and when the lights turn back on, she gets dizzy or she gets stunned. As she gets stunned, you have to hit her many times as much possible. As when the lights go out, she becomes invertible, meaning she cannot be hurt no more. So do this a couple of times and she's very easy to be beaten. After you beating her, you have to call the ambulance for her. Nancy and Jonathan had to go back to their intern jobs and tell Tom, their boss, about this new headline. But they got fired because they did not tell them about what was happening, and they did it without the permission. Billy became very weird, and one of the lifeguard was checking on Billy, but the thing is, the lifeguard went missing. Yikes. That's a big no. Hopper decided to ask Will's mom out for a date, but the thing is, she never came. Sorry, Hops. Hopper. Anyways, after that, chapter 3 begins. And that'll be all for chapter 3 in, season 3 of Stranger Things. Sorry for you guys for messing up the recording. I know I wanted to show you guys a gameplay of me talking. I was having fun playing that game. I was struggling, but it was a lot of fun still. And I'm sorry you guys have to see it this way for me to do a voiceover of what happened in chapter 2, because I was ready to do it, but I messed up the recording. But the thing is, that was my first time doing a voiceover. Please, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it wasn't the best voiceover ever known, but hope you guys still like this video. Thank you so much for, still being here, supporting me, still, liking that button, still subscribed. Thank you so much, and don't forget to leave a comment. That's all I'm gonna say, guys, and I think I'm just gonna leave it there, so have a great day, and hope you guys are doing fine, and stay quarantined. See you guys, and have fun, and peace out.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.